Hi everyone, welcome to Whimsy LPS. I'm your host Dottie, and today we're going to be customizing this crusty dusty base. Oh my gosh. So originally she was a completely other custom, but I gave up on that custom and I stripped her of her skin, and then I got rid of the clay on her and stuff. So this is what she looks like now. Originally she was this cat up here, and I was gonna make her like a, what do you say, like a glow up version of that cat, I guess. Is glowed up a word? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, but then I was working on that, and then I decided I completely hated that idea. So here we are, and today we're gonna be completely giving her a new makeover. So yeah. Also, my video quality or my recording quality isn't like the best. It does gradually get better, but in the beginning, I just like couldn't prop my phone up properly, so it'll look a little wonky. But yeah. So this is the design we're doing now. It's a purple pink unicorn cat, spotted leopard unicorn cat. I know the drawing isn't the best, but it's whatever. Oh, and this is the original design I had for her. I did actually really like this design, which is why I decided to keep her as a leopard. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, there's something about this design I just didn't enjoy translating it onto an LPS. It just made me, I don't know, it just wasn't fun at all. I like working with a lot more brighter colors, if that makes sense. It's kind of such a shame too, because I truly did love this design so much. The like orange spot around her eyes and the heart spots are so cute, but I feel like I could have kept the heart spots in the new design, but I kind of forgot to. Here's a better look at her. So her base is a light beige, and then she has purple like splotches over her, and then purple and pink leopard spots. I think, yeah, leopard spots all over her. Okay, so here we are. I'm starting. Oh Lord, why did I sound like that? Anyways, I'm starting with the ears, I think, right now. So I'm gonna sculpt on longer ears, a sharper tail, and then I'm gonna do the tufts of like her face, if that makes sense, like the side of her face. And I'm also gonna give her, obviously I'm gonna give her a horn. And then I'm gonna give her a little tuft of hair on the top of her head too. Originally I was just gonna take 2 pieces of clay and then wrap them around each other to make a horn, but that kind of failed. So I decided to just make a horn out of 1 piece of clay. I know, oh my god, you can't see anything, sorry about that. But I know polymer clay is better for sculpts like this, right? But oh my god, I'm kind of scared to use polymer clay, not gonna lie. I'd much rather use air dry clay because it's so much easier to go back in and like fix things, while with polymer clay you have to bake it, right? And I'm so scared that I'm gonna melt the LPS. I might try it out one day though. Anyways, here's what she looks like. This is her completely dry. Like I said earlier, she has longer ears. A unicorn horn made out of 1 piece of clay, and then she has a pointed tail. Kind of hard to see in this footage right now, and she has tufts of fur on the side of her head and then on the top of her head, kind of like bangs. I know she has a lot of clay on her, like especially her mouth and her eyes, I guess. But I do get rid of that later. Originally, I was gonna make like a little tuft of hair on her tail, like in this picture, because some unicorns have that, or some depictions of unicorns have that, right? And I wanted to give her some kind of tail sculpting, and I did try to do that, but her tail was too thick for that, and I did want to keep the original tail because that didn't like it helped it like I don't know, it was good as it is, and I didn't think it needed any changing. I also didn't feel like sawing off her tail because I was kind of lazy that day, but you know. I also forgot to mention, but her bangs I had to resculpt again because when I originally sculpted them they were like too flat, and now they're like bumped up, not bumped up, but like now it's bigger now, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm painting the base coat. I started with the white dry brush coat, and then I start with my very light beige. I made a light beige out of brown and a tad bit of brown and a little bit of yellow mixed into white. Yeah, so it's just like a very light beige. I couldn't start painting the pink and purple right away because I didn't have it at the time and I had to go out and buy it. And because of that, you guys are gonna get a little haul. Okay, so I went to Walmart to go buy apple barrel paints because that's what I use. I use apple barrel matte paints because those work the best for me. Also a matte because why not, right? Anyways, so I found the most perfect pink. It's called eraser pink or pink eraser, can't remember. I couldn't find a purple that matched exactly. Purple iris looked like it matched, right? But it was far too far too cool tone versus what I wanted. And the purple I got, I don't remember its name, was too dark and still too cool toned, but it was better than purple iris, I guess. Yeah, it's purple pansy, I think. Yeah, purple pansy. And then I got another paint for another custom, which that video is coming up soon, but I ended up not needing it either way, so that was a little bit annoying, but oh well. And I did get a blind box, wave 4 blind box, because oh my god, I don't have all of the wave 4 pets yet, and the fact that wave 5 is already coming out, it's kind of scaring me, but oh well. Anyways, so yeah, oh my god, okay, so this one was ripped open already at the store, and there were so many other LPS blind boxes that were also ripped open. And then you could see the pets that the person who ripped them open didn't want. I found one specifically with the octopus in it. And it was just kind of annoying, right? I also got the mascot, for wave 4. She had this little weird thing, like this white stuff on her eye. I couldn't tell if that was just paint chipping or if that was just like I don't know. Yeah, I like actually don't know what that could be. Her accessory's so cute too. It's like a little yellow boat. Yeah, it's so cute. I might steal that from her mascot actually. But anyways, back to what I was saying, the blind boxes, right? So annoying. So I came back maybe like 2 weeks after, and someone had to tape up all the blind boxes, and they had the taped up blind boxes there, and also the big foodie treats packs as well. Also the card for the mascot, right? The background. I don't know, I have a feeling it might be AI, because look at the lollipops and stuff, right? That looks kind of weird, but I don't think it is. I don't think so, but still it just gives me AI vibes, if that makes sense. But yeah. Okay, so now we can finally start with the pink eraser and purple pansy, right? So we can so I started with the horn and her like bangs. I did a lighter purple first, so then because all of the spots, most of the spots actually, have this light purple underneath it, so that's what I was doing. Also, I kept making the mistake of not watering down my paints, so some of the spots weren't clumpy, I wouldn't say, but it was just a lot more thicker and less smoother than what I normally would be working with, so that was also a little bit annoying. Okay, so I think it's around here that I start adding spots to the LPS. I decided to do both purple and pink spots on her cheek. So originally on the face, right, I did like purple and pink blobs, and then I used beige. I used like a little bit of beige inside, right, and it didn't really look like a spot, it just looked more like a pimple. So I had to go over that. I will go over that later, actually. Oh, and this is what she looks like. See, you can tell like it just looks kind of weird. Also, the eyebrow, the dark purple eyebrow was really bad. Not bad, but like it just didn't work out as well as I thought it would. The pink, so I switched to pink later because it's like a different, more different color from black. Therefore, you can tell that it's an eyebrow and not like a part of her lash or whatever. But yeah, so sorry, I had to catch my breath there. But yeah, so I later go over the pimple looking spots later, and then I make them like bigger spots, if that makes sense, but like they look natural. But yeah, okay, so I'm working on the eyes right now. So if you look at my original picture of her design, right, I gave her, for the whites of her eyes, I gave her white hearts, I think. I never went, actually, I think I did try that, but that didn't work out. So then I tried whatever this like fidget spinner looking thing is. That didn't work out either, so I just kind of went over it and then did just a normal white dot. Oh my god, I keep running out of breath. But yeah. Oh, okay, so cannot tell what I'm doing right now. Yeah, sorry my camera keeps like drifting away too, by the way. I try to get it focused onto like what I'm doing, right? And I do achieve that like now, right? Because earlier in the video you couldn't even see what I was doing, so I think this is definitely an improvement. But still, yeah. Okay, so we're so close to her being done. Just gotta Mod Podge it, and then with matte Mod Podge, and then use a glossy finish over her eyes so she looks a little bit professional and fancy. But yeah, can we get a drum roll, please? And here she is. Oh my god, okay. So, okay, about this custom, I don't hate her, but I don't love her either, right? I feel like she could have been better, but I just don't know what I would change, right? I feel like it's mostly the eyes. I think just the black is way too harsh compared to like all the lighter and pastel-y colors. I could have tried like a dark, or not a dark, like a light gray, or like a light gray in the blacks place, but I feel like that wouldn't look like a real LPS then, but you know. Anyways, I had so much fun working on this custom. Give me name ideas for her. Thank you for visiting my first video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.